Hi, this video is for owners of music and sound, or M&S systems, models MC602, MC902, and the missing MC702, because I don't have one of those. The thing that all of these models have in common is they have on the faceplate this little door that opens up, and behind the door are controls. These little doors are held closed with little latches, which I'll show you close up in a second, right up in here. They're called push-latches. And when you close the door and you push it, it clicks and it grabs the little stem on the back of the door right here, and it holds it closed. And then when you want to open it, you push it again and it pops out and the door opens up. These have a really bad tendency to break. And when they break, they don't want to latch in and out. They don't go click, 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 click every time you push them. They just sort of sit there, and then the doors don't want to stay closed. So this one works okay. This one on the 902 over here, let's move this over just a little bit. This one here is broken. So it's actually missing altogether because someone has taken it out at some point. I was contacted by a fella a couple weeks ago who wanted to know if I had any of those, because the one on his, I think it's an MC602 like this, is broken and the door won't stay closed, and he's got a piece of Scotch tape on it right now, and that's great but not very good, and what can you do? So the search was on. The thing about these are, and here are some right here, the thing about this is there are probably 1 bazillion different kinds of these. They come in all different sizes and shapes, and there's actually a lot of measurement involved in finding something that will fit in the opening on these faceplates correctly. There's little ones like this, there's great big ones, there's long ones, there's short ones, there's wide ones, there's skinny ones, there's like a bazillion different kinds. What you have to do when you try to find a direct replacement is you have to take an original one out of a unit and you have to measure it as carefully as you possibly can, and then take those measurements and do a parametric search online and try to find a unit that measures up the same way. And even then, you don't know whether it's truly going to be correct or not, because, you know, it's a little tiny thing and it's got to fit in the opening just right, and the little ears on it right here, the little jaws, that's what grabs the stem on the inside of the door to hold it closed, and it's all got to be just right to make it fit. And finding a duplicate replacement is always the hardest thing to do because you're matching up with somebody else already did. Fortunately, I did my job well, and these were 4 samples that I ordered from a company. Fortunately, I got it right the first time. Sometimes you end up ordering samples and they come in and it's like, oh no, that's not even close to what I thought it was going to be. Too big, too small, too short, too this, too that. Fortunately, this time we got it just right. Here we have another MC602 faceplate. And this one has had all of the guts removed from it, so it's just a plastic faceplate at this point and a speaker crown. This one, as you can see, there's no latch on the door. It just flops around. Right here, I'm going to take the door off to make it easier. These just sort of snap off, which is kind of nice. And right up here, where I'm pointing, is a rectangular hole in the faceplate behind the door, and that's where the little push latch lives. Now, to put a new one in, of course, you have to take the old one out first. The way these are designed, on either side, here on this side and here on this side, there are little ears or tabs that stick out. So when you take it and insert it into the hole in the faceplate, it pushes the ears in a little bit till you get it pushed all the way down in, and it's past the thickness of the plastic of the faceplate, and then the ears pop back out to hold it in place. So getting the old one out is actually a little trickier than you would think. So I'll tell you what, let's move this off to the side for a second. And we're going to do this one because that's the one that's got a latch in it still. And what I'm going to do to make it easier is I'm going to take the faceplate off here. Put that over there. going to open this up, and right here is the push latch. Now you might think that you can take like a pair of needle nose pliers and grab onto the remnants of whatever you have in yours and yank on it and it'll come out, but it won't, because this one has little locking ears also, and they tend to stay in there, and if you just grab it here and pull on it, that one did come out, but other ones I've tried, they didn't want to, so it's kind of hit and miss. Now if you do get yours out and by pulling on it, good on you. If not, then what you have to do is you have to take it out of the wall and you have to lean it down and look way down inside here between the two circuit boards for the back end of the push latch, this end right here, and then use a really long screwdriver like this one, and you can very carefully reach down from the top and push on it and push it out. So I don't know which way yours is going to go if you try to do this. Now, if you have to do the open it up with the long screwdriver thing like this, you're putting a metal screwdriver down between circuit boards where there's electricity. And that's a recipe for disaster for most people. So if you have to do that, you absolutely positively must turn the circuit breaker off so the system is shut off completely before you do that. Or instead of using a metal screwdriver, find something that's plastic. It could be a plastic screwdriver, it could be a plastic rod, it could be something that's not metal. Because if you take a plastic thing and you go like this and short out something, it's not going to short anything out on the board and you're not going to blow up your intercom. So you have been warned. Once you get it out, I guess we can do this one because I've already got it out and you can see it. So here's the original one and here's my replacement one that I ordered, one of my samples. All you've got to do is put it in the cutout here and push it in. And you might have heard it go click because as the ears expand as you push it in, they expand in the back of the faceplate and that's what holds it in place. Now this one's in the closed position, so if you push it with your finger, the little jaws pop out, and then you take the door and you push the door and it latches close, and you push it again and it pops back out, and you can do that. So this is a pretty simple little thing to fix. It's not a major deal. In fact, if we look at this one, this is an MC902. This one doesn't have a latch at all. This is the way I got it, like this. So what we can do is we can take one of our sample latches like this, and we can take it and put it in the opening like this. And now we can latch it closed. The other thing that's important about this is when it latches closed like that, the door, the face of the door should be even with the face of the faceplate. It should not be stuck in so there's a lip or hanging out so there's an edge. It's got to fit properly. So I'm very pleased with all that. I'm going to order more of these. I have 4 right now because that's how many samples I ordered. I'm going to order more of them. And when they come in, if this is something that's broken on yours and it's annoying to you, you can always get a hold of us and we can send you one. I hope you found this interesting and perhaps for someone it will be helpful. If it is, give it a thumbs up on YouTube because that helps us a lot. There'll be a banner right here that shows you how to subscribe. Go to our YouTube homepage, click on the bell, and when you click on the bell, click on it to receive all notifications. And every time we post a new video, you'll get a notification and you can watch it. That's all for today. See you on the next video.